If you're someone who is dabbling in the spiritual development, psychic woo-woo world, and you're looking for an easy exercise that anybody can do that will help open up your gifts, this video is for you. Real quick, if you're brand new here and you have no idea who I am, my name is Judy. I teach intuition and psychic development, but not for shits and giggles or entertainment. It has a very specific end result and purpose, which is to teach you how to develop, utilize, and apply your gifts as part of your normal everyday life so you can create and live a life that you love. So if that is something that interests you, if you are not a subscriber, I'm going to give you a quick hot second to hit that subscribe button. All right, let's dive into this. You may or may not be familiar with your clairs, right? They are your psychic skills or senses. The easiest way for me to describe them, think of your five physical senses: see, hear, taste, touch, smell, and then there's a couple others with a knowing and a feeling. You want to practice playing with all of those senses, but in a way that exceeds normal everyday life. An example, most of the time we're just going through life doing what we need to do, adulting to get to the next day, and we're not, so to speak, stopping to smell the roses. So let me give you an example as to how this works. Okay, say there's someone who is blind, right? They can't see. For people who are missing a certain sense, their other senses are heightened. For example, their sense of hearing or smelling or touching. They rely on other senses. Am I making sense so far? If so, like the video so I know we're on the same page. All right, so here's an overall exercise that you can do. Easiest time to do it: when you're in the shower or you're just sitting on a couch being a couch potato. So to walk you through what this would look like, when you walk in your bathroom, the first thing you want to note, things that you normally don't pay attention to. Feeling, you might, feeling the temperature of the room, right? You might walk in there and be like, oh my God, it's cold, right? The heat didn't turn on yet. But what I want you to do is see if you can tune into what temperature is it, right? If you don't have like a thermostat that's preset. The other way is when you first walk in, actually stop and take note as to the temperature of the tiles or the texture of the carpet or runner that you would have in your bathroom. When you grab the shower spout to turn it on, close your eyes, take note as to the texture, if there's any kind of texture to it. Take note again as to the temperature of it, right? That's just playing with feeling. The other thing you could play with is another sense of feeling, but it's an emotional feeling. So while you're doing these things, take note and pay attention. Does it bring up certain emotions, certain visuals, certain memories? When you go to grab the shampoo or the Bath and Body Works, whatever scent, probably out of the 25 different ones, right, that you have in your bathroom, the only time we ever stop and really smell it is when we're buying it. So when you go to grab your shampoo, conditioner, body wash, whatever it is that you use, stop and take a minute, close your eyes and smell it. See if it brings up any visuals, thoughts, memories, anything. You get what I'm saying here? Are you finding this easy enough? If so, if you have not already, like the video. So just take turns playing with all of those senses. I find it easier that when you close your eyes, it'll shut off visual stimulation and help you just kind of pay attention to the different things that come up for you. Now, as far as like seeing things, this would be helping open up or train your third eye. Pay attention to the shapes, the tiles, right? The texture, the patterns. Kind of like an example I could give you would be like, when you go outside and you look at the clouds and you're like, oh, that looks like the shape of this or that. Same exact concept. You could look at things, I'll give you another example here. Okay, so to most people, like this is just a coaster, right? Made out of paper. Ugh, big deal. No, 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 no. You want to go deeper. So if I was to look at this, kind of like zoom in on it like it was under a microscope, I could see all the little fine print pieces of paper that are woven into it, right, to make it compact. Those aren't the kind of things that you dial into or notice because we're so used to just adulting and surviving life. Now, you might be asking, How in the world is this going to help me open up my senses? Various different ways. One, it's going to help ground you and become present in the current moment. When you're working with communicating with the other side, you have to be fully present in your energy and not up here in the thought brain. It's going to train you to pick up on subtle things that you miss all day long that spirit is trying to send you in an effort to communicate. It's just a super ridiculously simple practical exercise that you can do. You could do it while you're freaking driving, doing the dishes, whatever. You do not have to go into this like meditative type state. Okay, so that's just a basic thing you can do. There's a whole nother level to it of opening up the communication skills. If you would like to learn more about what it is really like working with your third eye and how to communicate with the spirit world, right? And I'm talking while you're doing your normal daily stuff, no meditation required. In the description under this video, I'll give you a link to a free video training. I'm going to reveal to you my secret on how when I used to do readings for people, how I was able to get very specific, concrete information without using cards. Just check out the link that's in the description and I'll hook you up, all right? You go have a high vibrational, phenomenal, kick freaking ass day. Don't forget to grab the link that's in the description.